Hello,
And welcome to
episode 11
of
Road to Distraction.
That's Right. You know it.
You love it.
Yes! We didn't rehearse that at all.
No, we didn't, no. On the fly, folks.
That's okay. On my fly, because I'm that kind of perv.
We noticed a few of us are in short sleeves today.
Look!
Because the sun god has appeared.
The day moon! As this gentleman back here called it, the day moon has arrived!
Yeah,
It's special!
fleetingly, but
There was an orange, yellowy disc in the sky, and for start with, we thought it was like Independence Day,
yeah.
and we're all going to be taken away to a planet,
Or slaughtered.
or eaten for dinner.
Anyway, let's get this bowl? Let's get the ball rolling, shall we?
Yes.
Right,
Oh,
first
sure.
topic I'd like to talk about this week. This week is
Go on then.
sequels. Films, you know, start off well, and then good box office receipts, critical reviews. No, not yet. And then the studio says, okay, we'd like a sequel on that. And in some cases, for like Aliens and Terminator 2, great, it works. But then you get those films like Return to Oz, and and then Batman and Robin, and it's like, okay, why on earth would you even bother? So yeah, I'm gonna open that up to the floor now. And
Batman and Robin is awesome.
Batman and Robin sucked donkey balls.
That's the point.
No, it isn't.
That's why I like it.
The point was, Tim Burton, I know most people don't like when the way Tim Burton's gone now, did the first two Batmans, Batman Returns, with Michael Keaton, and everyone bitched that Michael Keaton got the part because he's too short to be Batman, la 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 la. I thought he was excellent in the part for the time and the era, and I like the way Tim Burton done it. He made him a little bit more real world. And then, of course, they went on to have Mr. Freeze, and they went a little bit more comic booky. And much more towards the camp way that it used to be in the 60s.
yeah, the old series, yeah.
And that really sucked. Val Kilmer sucked. George Clooney, he was the guy that killed basically the franchise. It was awful. And then Batman went straight down to Swanee.
And then you had films like Jaws, 1978, when that came out, or 77, whenever it was. Fantastic film.
Original?
Yeah. And then they did another one. And you think, okay, right, we'll run with it.
Okay.
And then they did another one. And another one.
Jaws, the Revenge of the Revenge. This time it's a sequel personal thing to do with the Sharky thing that remembers people.
This time it's a shark robot.
Yeah.
I didn't like Back to the Future 3.
Well, a lot of people did. That isn't their favourite.
No. I think, number 2 needed to be done because of the way they ended the first
Yeah.
one. And then maybe they should have left Doc back in 1885.
Yeah, and just
left
left
it
it
like
to-
an open ending sort of thing. But yeah, I think it was because the way Bob Zemeckis and Robert Gale wanted to do it. They wanted to do a trilogy because they were filming number 3 as they were finishing part 2. So I can see what they wanted with that. But I found it okay. Biff Tannen as Mad Dog Tannen.
Yeah, you could see where being an arsehole in the future actually came from. It's all set.
Yeah.
It's his genes.
It's not just like, it doesn't just apply to films. I mean, there's games like Dead Space.
Well, yeah, I mean, they take an original game and then carry on dragging it out until they kill it.
I mean, I played Dead Space 1 and 2. Dead Space was fantastic. Generally, in places, I mean, I don't usually get scared with games, but a few points in that when it was like subtle cues, like a pipe would bang or glass would shatter, and you'd be expecting this thing to launch at you, but it doesn't happen. Things like that. All power of suspense, which is good for storytelling.
The second one was basically Iron Man.
Yeah, yeah. It was basically a shoot 'em up.
And now the third one actually has human enemies.
Yeah.
Cover system as well.
And a cover system. I mean, the second one, you could tell it was pretty scripted. You could see, I probably mentioned this before in an earlier one where you had like you could see a panel on the wall with slightly different colouring than all the others, and you thought, hang on a minute, what's going to happen here? And you prepare yourself, stick a mine down, and sure enough, ding, out they come and swarm you. And then number 3, then they've gone co-op, which sort of like defeats the whole
It's like a
objective.
shop.
They were like, oh, it's too scary to play alone.
Yeah.
And I was like, it wasn't scary in the first
No, it wouldn't, no. I mean, Siren Blood Curse. That was
Yes.
scary.
Fatal Frame.
I
Yes.
don't know anything about these.
Well, Siren Blood
console games.
Siren Blood Curse is very Japanese, and you had it playing as a defenseless, like 4 or 5-year-old girl walking around this hospital, and basically, if you got caught, and they weren't scared of showing you what happened to this little girl when she was attacked by the what were they called?
They can't remember. Scary name
Yeah.
to start with.
Amnesia's a pretty creepy game.
My nipples were right up.
But yeah, when done right, sequels can be quite good.
They're really good, yeah.
But then when done,
They're just trying to write off the commercial success of the first one.
yeah,
Yeah.
That's what happens with EA.
Oops.
Voted
Thanks.
worst company
Yes.
in America.
and
Well, yeah.
Activision.
Oh, and they used to be like,
Activision used to be
Really
good.
good.
They used to
Yeah.
be a good company,
and then they sucked.
and then they sucked really bad.
But I mean, everything goes like that. I mean, it's the same with books, with films, with TV series. I mean, and they start to spin stuff off, and then they start taking it too far and
Yeah.
too far.
Case in point being Stargate SG-1.
Yeah.
Fantastic
Yeah.
series. Atlantis, I think, okay, yeah, that's all right. There's a new
Not
team,
bad, it was
something
all right,
different.
yeah.
And then you go and do a cartoon, which bombed. And then you make
awful.
Stargate Universe, which takes
Oh.
everything away, which made SG-1 so much fun, into this stupid,
It was so
boring,
serious.
yeah, and serious show.
It's like what they done with Battlestar Galactica. The original series of Battlestar Galactica, at its time, was an original series, and it was quite cool. The guns were original, the uniforms were original, but it was a product of its time. And then they remade Battlestar Galactica a few years ago, and it was like a serious documentary drama. And after about 6 or 7 episodes, I thought, wow, I really want to cut my own throat.
Yeah.
And it was dull. Like I said, they always do the same. They make sequels and they drag it out and it dies.
That's what happens when you cancel a show and bring it back.
Yeah, well,
They usually get worse. Like the new Futurama.
Well, yeah, I haven't seen any of the new Futurama. It's not something I catch on to a lot anyway. But I mean, they've been on about years. They wanted to bring Firefly back.
It would probably be really terrible.
But
How can they do it? Because they killed off
they killed off the pilot.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Oh my god, that's terrible of me. I love it.
No, Switch. No. Wash.
Wash, yes, thank you. Yeah, I mean, but they did get their own back because the TV people wouldn't bring it back as a series, but he got a chance to make it as a film. And the film I thought was excellent.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that.
And at the time when Firefly was out, of course, when it first started, it was touted that the guy who played, the captain, Nathan Fillion, everyone wanted him to be the Green Lantern. I mean, now, of course, a few years on,
He's a bit too old to be Captain.
he's a bit too old now to be the Green Lantern, yes.
Captain America.
Captain the Lantern. Captain Namor Lantern, that's his name. The guy in the armour with the shield and a pair of scaled pants. We've really gone off the subject, didn't we?
Yeah, we've gone on.
This was slightly derailed.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, like I said, I mean, what's your opinion on sequels?
Yeah.
I mean, I think when they get to 2, sometimes 3 is sort of fine, but once they start going past 3, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park should have stopped after the first one.
Oh God, they're making another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're making another Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park Ninja Tyrannosaurus or something. I don't know.
I'm waiting for them to start remaking them.
Yeah,
Oh, do you know
that's
what?
the
Why
current
not?
trend,
Yeah.
isn't it? I mean, yeah.
The actors of Harry Potter said they'll probably remake it in 30 years.
Has Hollywood really run out of ideas?
Yep. I mean, Total Recall, they've remade that.
Didn't need to.
And good news on Total Recall,
Yeah.
the triple-breasted prostitute is still in the new one.
Yay!
Yes.
Or
But,
the guy who keeps talking about how many kids he has to feed.
Yeah.
Well, no, because they haven't set the new one on Mars.
Oh,
It's set on Earth.
I
So
love
they-
that guy.
Have they still got mutants then? Well, I assume
Yeah, they seem to have mutants, but for some reason they've taken it away from Mars, which is ridiculous, but there we go.
Yeah.
And talking about films, here's a good one. Here's a cracking little fact. I love this. James Cameron wrote his first screenplay, which was Terminator, while he was living in his car. That's how poor he was at the time of writing the Terminator script. Well, it's all changed for him now.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah,
Enough
he was,
money to build a submarine.
yeah, he did. He built a submarine to take him to the bottom of the
Mariana Trench.
Thank you. I can remember in the trench. It was deep. It was wet. There was like dirt down there and rocks. It basically looked like a 20-foot vibrator.
Maybe you can make something better than Avatar now.
Oh yeah, probably Avatar 2. This time it's personal.
This time it's war.
This time we won't make it like Pocahontas meets Custer's Last Stand. Because that really sucked. Sorry.
With the accent at the start there, it was like Avatar 2 set in Australia.
Yeah, g'day.
Oh God.
Because the guy who starred in it is...
Yeah, Australia.
Thank you.
Worthington. Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get across, come on.
M Night Shamalamadingdong.
Shamalamadingdong.
Last Airbender 2.
Oh, are you serious? I accidentally caught that one time when I was unemployed because there was nothing else to watch. I think I would have rather probably cheese grated my face.
Yeah.
Even fans of the show thought it was terrible.
It's a show.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
cartoon.
Last Airbenders.
I wouldn't know.
It's a really good show.
I mean, there's another director which is gone downhill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Signs was okay until a few years later, and you think, hang on a minute, why would they come to a planet that's full of water?
They were supposed to be demons. Apparently not aliens.
Well,
That would have made more sense then, wouldn't it?
yeah. Well, let's be honest, right? They're supposed to have been aliens from another planet. They're smart enough to travel millions. We've discussed this before. Millions of light years and they can't work a door. And the planet is full of water, which kills them. Even the atmosphere is full of so much moisture, they would have died if they stepped out the ship.
The
Even the
aliens.
people they're trying to get are 60. Like, what are we? Like, what percentage are we?
Oh, it's
2/3. isn't it?
2/3. Yeah, we are.
I never would have guessed the aliens' weakness of beating the shit out of them with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, they got guns. They got grenades. What's the wooden thing he's
Swing
holding?
away.
Smack!
Swing away.
Oh no, we have no defense for a piece of wood.
How do you get into this house? Where's the teleporter? What's this thing?
Yeah.
Yep. Obviously, aliens in the future on ships have no doors, so how they keep the atmosphere in and the space out, I'm not too sure. Obviously, transparent aluminium.
How did they get out of the ship at the first?
And again, they weld it shut. They've had to sort of knock rivets out to get it out. These doors designs are terrible on our ships, eh? In the house, they just turn an handle. Yeah. I
The
don't know.
whole thing, the whole point of Signs was for him to get his faith in God back.
Yeah.
Yep, God, the non-existent man that lives in the sky. That's the one.
His wife, when she was dying, gave him a bunch of cryptic messages.
Yeah.
Because somehow she could see the future.
It was apparently God passing his message.
So he had to hit her with a car to get that through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so then when he was 3, obviously he was never going to get any more of that. That's why he's lost his faith in God. Nobody else is going to fall for a man who wears a white bit and believes in the
Is the
invisible
Bible
God.
chock full of people who fell asleep and had a dream about God?
Yes.
And that shit again.
And do you know what? That perfectly rolls on with another fact that going on.
You know,
In 2008, a judge in Nebraska had to dismiss a lawsuit against God, believe it or not, because they couldn't find an address for the deity to send the papers to. That's a fact.
They're just firing them up into the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept coming down. There was no big hand or, reaching out and go, thank you. Because obviously God's Welsh. Right back,
That sounds like Knucklebuster.
It does.
They're gonna bullhorn. Stop returning the paperwork.
They kept coming back down with not knowing this address.
Yeah.
you know,
It's as silly as you come to expect over the
Yes!
past 10 episodes.
I love
the
it.
guy who ran into his wife in Signs
Yeah.
was M Night Shyamalan.
Yes, it was. He makes a better actor than a fucking director. Sorry, I swore.
It's alright, I put that parental
I know.
thing now.
Put
so
the parental
don't-
guidance up now so I can say balls, nipple, willy,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
bum now.
don't tune that tonight.
I probably would
do that as well.
I guess you could say nipple anyway.
Yeah.
Not if there's a willy on it.
Areola.
A willy nipple.
A willy nipple.
Anyway, then after the Signs came, what was it, Sixth Sense?
Yeah, which I didn't mind. That was just
That was
fine.
before Signs.
I can't remember which way around it was. Anyway, either way, the first two ones.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you had Unbreakable,
Oh my god.
which was that the one with Sam Jackson in?
Samuel Jackson's the most fragile man in the world, and to
He's
prove he was the
Mr.
most
Glass.
fragile man, he had a glass walking cane. Your body's fragile, so what do you do? I know, technically, you scientists out there are going to go, but chemically, structurally, glass is stronger than steel. Not if you hit somebody round the frickin' head with it, it smashes, alright? I hit you with a steel cup, ow. Hit you
was
with a glass,
symbolic.
smash. It was symbolics. I tell you now. Oh, Bruce Willis, oh look, I can bench press an entire world.
Atlas.
Look at me. Oh, I've been bench pressing millions and millions of pounds and I'm not even tired. but I still lose my hair. And, Samuel L. Jackson, I can't turn a book without breaking an arm. And I thought to myself, get off my screen.
Yeah.
And after Unbreakable, I think, he
Was
really...
it the Apple or the Village?
Oh, The Village,
Oh.
oh, God!
I didn't think anybody will remember that. That's out.
Was there one in the elevator called Devil?
Do you know what? I didn't actually mind that so much. Because it was like, in a lift, it actually got you guessing who the devil was and whatever. And it was nice to actually see something that didn't revolve around, ooh, it's mystical, and like, oh.
You should have just made everyone in the elevator someone really famous, but like Christopher Walken and Jeff Goldblum in an elevator for their entire film would have been more entertaining.
Do you know, I know a lot of people like Christopher Walken, but I find him a little one-dimensional.
Probably because he had a stroke.
Well, no, I always find him a bit one-dimensional. His characters are always exactly the same character, no matter what he does. I know a lot of people are like that, but I find him really sort of like quite flat.
Yeah. Now you mention it.
It's a bit like, do you know what? I'm having a really, really senior citizen moment today. The guy who played Hannibal Lecter.
Anthony Hopkins.
And a lot of people love him as an actor, and I find him quite flat. I mean, in Thor, at the end, where Thor comes up and goes, "One day I'll make you proud of me, Father," and he goes, "You already have." And it's like watching Thunderbirds. I'm looking for the strings. I love the film Thor because it come across. They've done such a beautiful version of it, and Kenneth Branagh, God bless you, mate, you've done a wonderful version of it. And then you went and chose Sir Anthony Hopkins. Right, yeah, okay, fantastic. He was wonderful as Hannibal Lecter.
He was a good animal.
Who was
I
he?
like that.
He was.
Thor.
Yes, he was Odin.
So who? Oh, I thought so.
He played Odin, and Odin's wife is called Frigga.
You know the guy who played Loki?
Yes,
Tom
Hiddleston.
Hiddleston.
yeah. Lanky waster.
When he was going to, I think it was an award ceremony or something, somebody tweeted him on Twitter asking to bring him some out of soup. He'd be freezing. He was an interviewer, and he actually brought him some soup.
Oh, that's really
Brought
nice.
him a, what was it, a little thermos of soup?
Thermos of soup.
Oh, that's really nice. You know, that shows actually some people actually care.
Yeah.
He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, and talking about films, and we have to mention this. In America, was it yesterday or the day before?
Yesterday?
It was
the
a
day before,
yeah,
Thursday.
It was a midnight showing of The Dark Knight Rises, and it was quite sad that some lunatic walked into a cinema and opened fire on the entire cinema. I do believe there've been so far, and last time I read it, 20 fatalities.
12 I've got.
Yeah, 12 deaths.
12
and
deaths,
59
59.
Ah, right, okay, there's 12
The
deaths.
guy wired up his apartment with bombs.
Police think it'll take days to defuse them all, apparently.
Oh my dear Lord. Now, there were a lot of people on Facebook going, British guys especially saying, oh yes, guns are to blame. Well, as I said to one person on Facebook, blaming a gun for killing a person is like blaming a pencil for spelling mistakes. It is not the gun, it's the person. Okay, I mean, these sort of things will continue to happen in America until you change your laws.
Yeah.
It's not the Wild West anymore. The right to bear arms was valid then. I honestly think controls need to be tighter. If a man can buy a semi-automatic weapon and walk into a room...
We had,
He had full SWAT gear.
he had
Yeah.
2 pistols, I think it was,
Yeah.
a rifle and a shotgun.
I mean, in this country, we had that guy, was it Moet?
Yeah.
A good few months ago, but he had a shotgun. I mean, that was devastating enough. We have very tight controls on firearms in this country. And
Apparently next week there's going to be a bill that they're just choosing to pass to
Yes.
take guns away from people in America.
good. It's about time. Come on, guys, it's ridiculous. No,
Yeah.
it's,
If it wasn't going
it's-
to pass originally, this will possibly shift it.
I think so. In this country, we had quite a few things happen.
I mean, there's been opposition to the rule for ages, isn't there? But they never seem to pass it through.
I think
It's the Second Amendment. It's in the
Yeah.
Constitution, see, innit?
I'm
And then
fairly certain in America, if you're a hunter, you are allowed to use, armor-piercing rounds, if you're a hunter.
Why? Are deers suddenly wearing Kevlar?
Yeah.
That's what.
They're that endangered?
Robin Williams. It's one of Robin Williams' jokes. If you a hunter, you're allowed to use. He said, "Why? Is there just a deer out there with body armor? I'm ready for your."
Okay, I mean, in this country, lots of things were banned. I mean, we've banned firearms. You have to have a specific license, and you have to be a member of a club. You have to have the gun and the ammo locked separately, and the gun and the ammo, I do believe, you have to be kept in separate parts of the building. You have to have a valid reason to own the gun. I mean, in this country, mostly if you're shotguns, you're a farmer.
Yeah.
Or as they say in Hot Fuzz, and farmers' mums. I know it's not funny, but you know, there we are. And we have very, very tight controls. Even bows in this country, you have to have tight controls on now. You no longer allowed to use bows for hunting, because many years ago some lunatic shot a deer with a hunting bow and didn't kill it, and on the news was a deer running around with a bow sticking outside and it was bleeding profusely. That got bows banned for hunting, and it's fair enough. If you're not good enough to use a bow to take down an animal, you shouldn't own one.
Last year, wasn't it? With a crossbow fired out of his window.
They're not toys, guys. I mean, I've made longbows and I've made arrows, and I'm not trying to brag, but I'm really accurate with one. And if I had to hunt an animal, I would be able to take it down without any real problem. But if you can't shoot a bow and you're not accurate, you shouldn't be aiming at things unless it's a target made of hay or wood. It's that simple. It's a sad thing that's happened in America, and I think it's really, really awful that people are just going to have a good night out and enjoy a new film. The last in the trilogy of the Batman films with Christian Bale. And it was spoilt by a lunatic.
Yeah.
And the phone.
My phone.
Yeah. And it's really, really awful. And you know, everyone's thoughts go out to the people who've actually lost people in it. And hopefully nothing else will happen like that. I want to inspire any other lunatics to go out there with weapons and kill people when they try and go to the cinema. And some people out there are actually trying to blame Nolan and his film for the deaths.
Warner Brothers are now having to make a new trailer with removing all signs of guns from the trailer.
Oh, for Christ's
That's
sake.
overreacting.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
There's a petition asking Christian Bale to go to the hospital. All the kids are in his Batman costume.
I think that'd be nice, and I think, I mean, okay, a lot of people go on about Christian Bale and his temper, but he's quite a focus actor, and if he gets taken out of his focus, it annoys him. I mean, you've always said he's a focus actor, and he has got annoyed more than once on set. On the one, I do believe he was on Terminator, yeah?
Yeah, Salvation, yeah.
And he done the rant, and everyone ranted about it, and he did actually, straight after it, and it's actually recorded, he apologised to the guy. He even apologised on the radio to the guy. And he was nothing but sorry about it. And okay, I mean, a lot of people blew it out of proportion. But yeah, if he did that, I think it'd be quite cool for him to turn up in the full bat gear in the tumbler, which would be cool, guys, all right? In the tumbler, at the bat place, with, with Alfred as well. Him and Alfred turn up at the hospital. That would be cool.
Nolan's already said he said his stuff about it. He's
Yeah.
made a public statement.
And it's right, it's not the film, it's not guns, it's lunatics. And lunatics will always find a way to cause chaos. If they've got a gun,
That was the
great.
whole point of the Dark Knight.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly. Some, as he says, Alfred says, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Each film follows the theme. Dark Knight was chaos.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, some lunatics will always cause chaos. If they can't get guns, they will get some sort of explosive. They will make an explosive. The IRA for many years in Ireland didn't have their hands on proper explosive. They made it. If you're resourceful enough and mad enough, you'll do your one. They no longer do it, which is great. I mean, everyone came to their senses, and we've no longer had problems like that with Ireland for a long time now. And it's great, and we're grateful for it. And this has gone really serious.
Yeah.
But yeah, our thoughts go out to the people who've suffered and lost people in America. And I think that's all we can really say. And
Okay, end of part one.
that's the end of part
Part
one.
one. See you again.
Bye, guys. Hello, and welcome back to part 2 of Road to Distraction.
Yeah.
You've been to Abergavenny?
Hi, sweetie.
Hello, darling. Oh, you're talking to her. Sorry. Little bit confused there. Yes, we bought books.
Again.
Yeah, again, in Waterstones with my children. My son lives, and Scott rents out just the corner. My son...
Dibs on the adult section.
50 Shades of jamming up my bottom. Yeah.
God.
Might as well be. Women won't watch porn, they reckon, but they'll read the shit out of it, won't they?
Yeah.
All the lines I've written in that book are so bad. Like, I didn't think it was possible for somebody to write a book so horribly.
Well, apparently it is. And apparently it's done 3 books already, and it's just junk, basically. And it's just absolute stupid. But yeah, we're back.
We're back. We're a little bit hotter because it is like an oven in this car at the moment.
Yes, and we've seen some really, really, really pretty young ladies in Abergavenny in the camera shop, and my son just bought me a camera case. God bless you, James. I forced him, I told him I'd beat him to death if he didn't get me one.
You had him against the counter.
By his throat, I used his phone foot against his throat and pinned him down. There was a girl in there, rather slim. James said she was speaking French, but she spoke English to me. Pale, blonde, short, like elfin hair, and bright red lipstick. Absolutely stunning. Almost like a classical portrait.
And I went ahead and made a dick joke while she was...
Yeah, he did. He's all about sizes and hammering it home like a nail or something like that. He's like, he's a bit of a perv, Scott. That's why I never leave him alone with my... leave him alone with my dog or my cat.
Yeah.
Every time he comes in the house now, Scruff, my dog, runs to the other end of the house. It's not a very big house, but yeah, he sits in the corner and whelps.
Is he trying to be me?
Yes. Why does Scott do the same to you, James?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, that's a naughty laugh. That's a really naughty laugh. But yeah, we had a good time in Abergavenny.
We did.
And the weather is absolutely gorgeous today, to be honest. And there's that girl.
So it is.
There it is. Oh, God bless her.
Let me out here.
No,
I've got some.
we haven't got any chloroform, so you can't put her in the
No,
boot.
exactly.
Doesn't matter.
You're gonna
He was
Rohypnol.
real hypnol.
Got it from a wizard.
Called Harry.
That's from IT Crowd.
It's from what?
The boss of the company in IT Crowd goes to find a sorcerer in the desert who gives him a magic potion that will make a woman fall in love with him.
Oh, okay.
Rohypnol. The
Rohypnol.
guy who plays the boss is Matt Berry.
It is really warm, guys. Really, really warm. I know we've been complaining about the rain for the last few weeks, but we're not used to the warmth now. This is Wales. I
Every
mean,
week it's like, oh, the weather's shit.
usually it's so warm, so wet. It has been the last few weeks anyway. That we've practically grown gills and webbed feet. And there's been so little sun. It's a wonder we haven't got rickets.
I know.
They've replaced the Olympic team with all Welsh people. Swimming competition
Swimming
anyway.
yeah, we can swim every week. Swim to Cardiff in 15 minutes. Well, I swim like a loony. I'll swim. Here I go. I'm there.
Is the Olympics this weekend?
Who cares?
Don't know. It's sometime.
Second year in a row.
I was a bit worried the other week when we done the last Road to Distraction. I forgot to mention this. In the post office, there's a little tiny cardboard standee full of posters, obviously to do with the Olympics. And he said, "The Olympics 2012 XXX Olympics," and I thought, that's a different type of Olympics I must be thinking
Right.
of then.
We're going to get tickets for that.
Apparently, there's a XXX Olympics. So the pole vault brings up a completely different idea.
Paralympics XXX.
No, that's even worse. No arms, no legs, going for it like 2 lunatics on a trampoline.
I feel a little odd being the only person who knew about this, the Olympics beforehand.
Well, that.
Ever you?
Well, yeah, it's the
You just have to find
Olympics.
the right channel.
Yes, you've got to press on a button.
Press
and
the red button.
Press the red button and press somewhere in the thousands.
You should see the gymnastics.
There's a girl, she bends over and she's not wearing anything. That's the wrong channel, isn't it? Damn, I thought that was the Olympics. I was thinking to myself, I don't usually like sport, but this is pretty entertaining. She didn't seem to be, I was thinking like the 1,000 metres, didn't look like she was running very far. She went to a room, it had a bed in it.
And you go to the Jamaican Paralympics with the dreadlocks longer than their legs.
Ah, that's right.
The Jamaican Paralympics.
I apologise in advance, folks.
Yeah, we're sorry. We don't do any more jokes. That's terrible now.
We don't mean any offence to local
No,
kids.
no, we don't. We don't care. Because a good friend of mine actually teaches. I think he still teaches. Who's what? Usain Bolt?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like I couldn't run that fast unless I was being chased by a nuclear missile that wanted to bum me.
He ran 200 metres in 19 seconds.
That is pretty going it, Sam.
Sonic, isn't it?
Yeah, he's Sonic the Hedgehog with long legs.
There was a documentary on the BBC sometime in the week, and they don't actually know how quick he is because he gets to like 50 metres in and he starts looking around to see who's still around.
It's unbelievable. It's incredible. I mean, the human body, I'm always amazed at what it can do.
Yeah.
It's such a fragile thing. I mean, you can trip and break an arm. You can fall 5 foot and kill yourself. Yet, at the same time, we can smash wood with our hands, concrete with our hands. We can jump immense distances. We can run for miles. I mean, 26 miles, God knows how many yards. And we've pushed our bodies to the limit that's running faster and faster all the time. We're an impressive little organism, to say the least. I hope so.
The window.
I actually shut the window now, guys. I have.
Anyway, that's where YouTube's closed captions come in.
Yeah, closed captions. Because I'll be saying something like, oh yes, and we had a milkshake in Abergavenny. It'll come out and it goes, oh yes, and for God's sake, have a penny.
Yeah. Because it doesn't work properly.
It doesn't. It's brilliant.
Well done, YouTube. Another great thing you've done.
Yeah, you're absolutely shit. And I'm not monetizing anymore anyway, so you can kiss my sack.
That's a channel.
Like the screen cap from the last episode I gave you.
Yes, it went by amnesia
Yeah,
or
we like
dementia
that,
or something.
right?
Amnesia, yeah.
I was going to say crippling depression.
Could have. Put my back up the wrong way. I'm rubbish.
I thought you was doing Morse code then or something.
I also paused at one point, and everyone looked really angry except for Lee, who was smiling. I have no idea why.
Okay.
And then when I unpaused, it was everybody laughing and my dad going, I almost died last week.
I did.
Right.
He was a dick in a UPL van. No, UPL.
UPL.
UPS. It's DHL. It's a UPS van, yellow one. 2 of them, one after another, like cruise missiles on a mission. Unbelievable. And they still do it now. They come down the road. I stop now when I see them because I know they're going to go around the corner with indicating. And every time they do it, they do like warp speed. Well, they'd have been caught out on Thursday because somebody burnt out a car and left it on the corner. If they want to come around at warp speed and take the corner fast, they can smash into it.
They gotta deliver those parcels really fast, they do. They go, oh, I gotta deliver this flashlight really quick.
Oh, this what?
Flashlight.
I thought that's what we said too. If you don't know what a flashlight is, kiddies, don't look it up. Alright.
Next episode.
On the next episode,
We'll be talking flashlights and real dolls.
yes, real dolls. They're amazing. If you had one of those in real life, right? I just saw a documentary one time about it. It was on. My missus had it on. She went, oh my God, they look really real. I said, they're unbelievable. So,
And dragging dildos.
No. Oh, here we go.
I think we'll miss
We're
that
going
one.
towards the magma again.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you had one of those dolls and you decided you didn't want it anymore, you were going to dump it off a cliff, and somebody saw you, you're going to get arrested by the police. Because you go, saw a man dumping a woman over a cliff.
How are we supposed to throw them away then?
I don't know. Perhaps you recycle them as politicians.
Whatever you do, don't cut up the person.
No, exactly, yeah.
Cut them up, put blood on the end of each limb.
Somebody online
Yeah.
has made a real doll sex toy out of a My Little Pony.
Okay, that's a little bit
Yeah.
warped.
Horrible.
People are really strange.
Okay.
And talking about animals,
Yeah.
remember before I told you about the American town that one of its political representatives was a cat?
All right.
And then a Russian people done the same thing.
Yeah.
Apparently an Alaskan town called, I can't even pronounce this, Talkeetna, I think that's right, it's in Alaska, has had the same cat as mayor for the last 15 years. What the hell is it with Americans? Alaska is American, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's really close to Canada, but it's American.
Isn't that where Sarah Palin's from?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it says a lot, really, doesn't it? A cat has been their mayor for 15 years.
Cat code Sarah Palin.
Yeah, probably. He said, yeah, Mayor, what do you think about Sarah Palin? Oh, don't bother him, he's eating whiskers.
He's having his 18-hour nap.
He's chewing the head off a mouse. Leave him alone. He's 15 now.
What should we do? Let's
Brilliant.
Wonderful. So you want us to actually kill everyone with the chainsaw? That's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, not a chainsaw, machine gun. I misheard you lisped.
What's up, Mr. Kibbles? You want us to purge the women?
Yes. Very strange up there.
Damn you, cat! Stop stuttering. Say what you mean. Meow.
I think he's seen a fly out the window.
He's against.
Your sign language is terrible. What do you mean? Kill the Dutch people with hammers and cats.
Wage war in America, the rest of it, you got it.
Another civil war? You sure you want to do this, pussycat?
Across from Canada, though.
What does licking his anus mean
Is there
again?
anything in Canada than really obnoxious people and hockey?
Oh dear, 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 dear.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, by the way, welcome back to part 2.
Yeah. Yeah, we've
There's actually a place in Canada that during what part of the year doesn't see any sunlight.
Yes,
Tropicana made an artificial sun.
well, the orange juice people.
Yeah.
Well,
They made this huge balloon thing that's really, really bright. It basically lights up the sky. And they made it just in time for the sun to come back out.
nice. So
that's shit,
another
isn't
6
it?
months.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. We're going to wait 6 months for it to work now.
Is it filled with Tropicana?
No, it's not filled with that.
It's filled?
Get the idea, you know, that if you shot the sun, Tropicana orange juice would pour down from the heavens.
This is the worst show I've ever seen.
Yeah. By the way, Brian Cox, you can't actually do that, okay? I know you're a physicist, but the physics you're teaching on TV is not the physics you had a degree for. God bless you for getting people interested in science. It's great for you doing that, but you're shit. You're not Richard Feynman.
Oh, I've got a story.
Have you? Is it about a small dog, a doll, an aubergine, and a box of oil?
Oh, you're gonna ruin it.
Sorry, go on.
There was this girl, and she works in a library in America.
Yeah.
And this guy came up and he was like renting out comics and stuff. And he went, "Oh, what's your favorite superhero?" And she was like explaining it was Iron Man because she loves how he's got the sensibility to use a suit properly and everything.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, okay." He takes his sunglasses off and it was Robert Downey Jr.
Seriously?
Yeah, and he gave her his autograph.
Oh, that's cool. Like I said, I did love the short video of him at Comic-Con. That was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
His wife was with him when he took his sunglasses off after he'd been questioning her about Iron Man.
Yeah.
His wife was like, "Yeah, he does this all the time."
Did you see the one part in the video when the one guy who's actually running the panel goes, "Robert, what do you think of the set Iron Man?" He goes, "Yeah, it's great. I just saw it today." I've been filming for months. He'd take a piss. But he's, I've noticed now he's gone for slightly shorter hair because, you know, the original Iron Man hair was a little bit long and floppy-ish, and then in the second film it was a little bit shorter, and the Avengers a little bit shorter again. Now in the new film he's got it back to where he's so, like, you know, he could have his hair like that in any film, which has got to be easier for him.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is really grow the beard, because it's much like his hair is anyway now.
Oh, there's a logo for Avengers too.
Is there? Has he got the word Avengers and the number 2 under it? Damn!
So it's rumored
I was-
that War Machine's going to be in it.
In it, is he? Rhodey's going to be in it, is he?
Yep.
I prefer this guy's Rhodey to the first one. The first guy, he got a bit arrogant actually in the second film, according to rumours. Whether he did or not, I don't know. Because when they cast the first film, they cast the guy who played Rhodey before they cast Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. And they give the guy... Yeah, seriously! They weren't too sure they were going to have as Iron Man, and they were casting people, and when nobody was right, and they found Rhodey, and they said, "Yeah, okay, we'll have you." Now, when it came to the second film, of course, because they'd cast Rhodey before they'd cast Robert Downey Jr., they'd actually given a larger pay amount to the guy who played Rhodey than Robert Downey Jr. So when the second film came along, they went to the guy, "Oh yeah, you're going to have this much." And he goes, "No, I don't want that. I want this much because I was paid a lot the last time." And they went, "Fair enough, ta-ra." and they had the guy who played him.
Yeah, Don Cheadle.
Thank you. I couldn't remember his second name. I'm terrible with names these days. I'm bad at it.
Welcome to the foreign episode of Road to Destruction.
What do you mean? Last been the blade, my nice me dead myself.
1, 2, 3.
You don't play that backwards and he's worshipping Satan.
I am.
Oh god, we're gonna have conspiracy theorists on us like, oh, they got a Providence all over their car.
That's right.
You can't
But
see the car.
but yeah, Don Cheadle I thought was great. And of course he would probably fit with this suit a lot better than that chunk he wears during the first film. And he was awesome. And apparently he's in the suit for the second film as well. Because it's nice to be back in the steel in the Comic-Con interview. But one,
The Iron Man 3, I don't know.
Yeah,
Iron Man 3 is partway through filming because Robert Downey Jr. actually had the hand, the glove on.
It's War Machine.
Yes, yeah.
yeah.
Because he actually says, Don Cheadle says it's great to be back in the steel again.
I wonder if Cap's going to be in it.
I don't know.
I look forward to Captain America too.
I seen that picture for somebody dressed as the Iron Patriot.
Yes, the Iron Patriot does seem to be in it. Whether that'll be a piece at the end or during the film, I don't know. But what I did notice about the entire thing is, I mean, it was rumoured months ago that Iron Man and Jon Favreau had an argument. I don't know if that meant Marvel didn't want him or the studio didn't want him directing, or whether Robert Downey Jr. and Favreau had an argument. I don't know. It's never made clear. But at the Comic-Con thing, Robert Downey Jr. introduced everyone who came on, and Jon Favreau, who, by the way, is punched right out, was on the far end. Favreau didn't look at Downey at all. Through the entire questioning on the video I saw, he never said a word on the microphone and never actually looked in the direction of Robert Downey Jr. Now, I don't know if there's anything going on, but it's a bit petty and a bit sad. Because in the long run, mate, right, Favreau, you started Iron Man 2, and without you, it wouldn't have started. And you chose Robert Downey Jr. in the end to be Iron Man. Don't be so fucking petty. He's earned you a shitload of money. Giving you a massive standing now as a director, because if that had gone wrong, you'd have gone straight down the Swanee.
I think they've perfectly casted all of the Avengers.
They did. They actually did it beautifully. And
I wonder if they're going to get to play Falcon.
some bloke with feathers in his ass. I don't know. I don't know anything, me. Special it is. But I thought it was a bit petty. I mean, Favreau was leaning over and talking to the guy on his right, and I think he was either director or producer of the new film. He was director. And he'd sort of whisper things in his ear, and then the guy might say something. It was almost like, oh, I'm too good to talk to people. You might as well not have a microphone. You might as well not turned up. I mean, those people there to hear you talk, Favreau, hello? I mean, if we needed somebody there who wasn't going to say anything, just wave his hands about, we'd have gone Marcel Marceau.
If Stanley was just walking around Comic-Con taking pictures of people.
I bet he was. Stanley's cool.
Stanley's awesome.
I would love to meet Stanley. It's never going to happen. He's going to die before I meet him, probably. Mind you, he's about 3,000 years old now. I'm sure he's probably been an animatronic for the last 4 years.
He's a cyborg.
He is a cyborg. He is a Terminator.
How sad are you going to be, though, in the one film after he dies and he's not got a cameo in it?
I know.
He's got a cameo in Spider-Man, apparently.
I can't go anywhere. You're the woman that drove my bus twice last week, and you were late twice last week because you are shit.
We gotta go backwards, folks.
Welcome to Reverse of Distraction.
Yes, this is a reverse road to distraction. Right, guess what? Yeah, I know it's Oh, we're going forward again.
Sorry.
I saved the camera.
Do that whole part.
You feel inertia
Yeah.
there? That was great, wasn't it?
This woman, driving the Stagecoach X15 to Brimo, drove my bus to work twice last week. Twice last week, I didn't get in till late because she couldn't find her ass with a guide map, a magnifying glass, GPS, if it was all stapled to her face. I got white sunglasses on. You're still shit.
Well, she made an absolute meal of that, then, didn't
Yes, she did. She's awful. She's terrible. I'm quite surprised she hasn't gone the wrong way. I've got nothing against women drivers. I don't give a damn. But she is poo.
We just open like a nest
like a-
of cars.
Yeah.
It's like normally she drives a Mini Cooper but decided to drive a bus for a day job.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. I can't turn left because my handbag's on my right-hand side.
Who's got the Green Lantern ring now?
it? Scott,
Alright, what do you give him my dad?
I had it. He wouldn't get it back.
quick, before the other bus.
Ram him off the road, Lee. Ram him off with your car.
Just fade to white now, is it?
Ah! Oh, there he is. He's dead.
Find out
Rest
what
in
happened
peace,
next.
Road to Destruction.
Yeah.
Road to, oh my god, I've got a bumper up my nose.
And we can park outside your house, Paul. It's amazing.
Oh,
It's just
good.
going to be welcome to Road.
Ah,
Welcome to Death to Distraction.
okay. Death to Distraction with,
Doobie Dad.
and,
Deathbed.
yes, Deathbed.
Every episode.
Every episode. Look, my hand's got irrelevant.
He's going to be our friggin' mascot.
Yes.
I'm going to make him a mascot.
We need to
But-
make a deathbed.
I'm not
sit in
sitting
the
back
middle
here
seat.
dressed as Death.
And you're going to
Not
hang,
this
hang it
temperature.
from there then?
Not in this temperature.
Oh.
But, oh my god, it's warm. That's the end of episode 11.
Sorry we went off on a tangent in the second part.
Not
Yes, we
sure if
did. We
it's-
went silly and daft and whatever. But we were serious towards the first end.
Yeah.
We thought we'd make the second half even lighter. So that's the end of episode 11. We will see you on episode
12.
12. Do you like the voice? Bye.